Yeah, man, I'm gonna ask him. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him about it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. No, we're gonna cover it. Okay. Yeah, no, I got it.
Uh-oh, here.
Yeah, no, we're gonna figure out who's playing, who's available, who's not available, because we gotta air the show. We gotta, I gotta broadcast the game. So yeah, I'm gonna find out who's good and who's not good. Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hey,
Yeah.
Dion.
House again.
Hello, hello.
Man,
Definitely sounds warehouse-ish.
I probably shouldn't be recording watching this game because I am going to I'm gonna be livid, bro. They are out here.
Oh, the women.
So the team I root for, WNBA, the team I root for, because of Aces, is playing against the team that I used to root for when I was living in Indiana, the Fever. So, but of course I want the Aces to win, but the Fever out here, they playing some scrappy basketball. But
yeah. Well,
the Red Sox won.
Yeah, I watched that game. That's why I'm late.
Red Sox won.
Yeah, that's why I'm late.
I did not see that coming.
Well, it's coming, but it's called a rivalry and it's baseball. Like, let's.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to watch it.
You want good pitching outing for winning a game. Like, baseball is not a hard thing if you got good pitching. If you get a good pitching outing,
yeah. I mean, but still, I was expecting in the wild card that
Oh, I mean, I watched the entire thing, and basically, I agree with you. I've always agreed with that because having watched it the past 2 years the way I have, it is pitching. It's all about pitching, but you gotta be able to hit too. Now, if you got tonight, it was good, man. It was good. Neither team could really won. The Yankees scored first. And,
yeah, but after that, when I flipped by it, it was 1-0 Yankees.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I was doing other stuff, so I didn't get back to see what was happening.
Oh man, I watched. It was when Yankees switched pitchers. I said, "Here comes the hits," and that's when they started hitting the ball and connecting. And kind of the same thing with if you watched the game. Chapman came in for Boston.
I was about to say once you get to Chapman. Lanice, you getting 101, 102.
Hey man,
you getting
no joke.
100 miles an hour up your chin.
No
joke. The dude's nickname is the Cuban Missile, which is so politically incorrect.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God, that is a horrible nickname.
They call it the Cuban Missile. I was like, that is so politically incorrect. Yeah, if Boston pitches decently during those beginning and mid, and they get to him, it's a wrap. Like you ain't.
No.
Ain't no way.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap because if he's throwing 105,
yeah,
that's insane.
Who's supposed to hit that?
Nobody.
Yeah. Well, I came on because I wanted to pay homage to Tom Brady on being part team owner and being a broadcast booth too. So.
You know what? I want to hold that thought because I want to get my WNBA moment out of the way because I gotta address it. I know you guys don't maybe follow as much as I do.
I don't. I'm gonna be eating. You go ahead.
No, but Napheesa Collier, who's arguably the second best player in the league, Lissa Thomas can make the case, a couple other people, but Napheesa Collier came out. For those that don't know, she got hurt in Game 3 over a physical play. That she basically said, the refs haven't been really calling, and basically been allowing a really physical game in the playoffs, really, really physical, and it's been physical the last couple years, but this year seems a lot worse. Like I'm watching it right now. Cats are like, okay, you call it one way, you call it the other way. This team gets a bunch of fouls. Cats are elbowing, people coming up with busted lips. Like it's crazy. Like it's literally. It's literally like a wrestling match at times for these women. So Napheesa Collier.
So it's like the NBA used to be?
Like it back in the day, like it used to be. And so she called out the WNBA today. Well, she called out the leadership. And ideally what she's basically saying is, and then just a comment on it, she's saying that the leadership, Cathy Engelbert and the leadership are not addressing what a lot of these coaches, and here's the thing, a lot of these coaches are saying that's really bad. The officiating is inconsistent and it's too physical. Right. They fined Cheryl Reeves, the Minnesota coach, $15,000.
What?
One of the highest fines. It might be the highest fine for basically saying that the referees suck. And
didn't the coach get suspended or something?
And she got suspended. So for game 4, Minnesota didn't have their best player and their coach, so they lost to the Mercury in the finals. But what I'm getting to is, I think she's absolutely right. I watched the game enough to know what I know about basketball, and at times I'm not watching basketball. I'm literally watching. It's a wrestling match, and it's not a good brand of basketball. It's just not. And they're not keeping up with the safety of these players. Like I can't say Napheesa Collier's injury. It looked like a result of physical play, but there's been a lot of injuries or a lot of potential injuries from these referees. But you got potential Hall of Fame coach in Becky Hammond, and then Stephanie White, who's a receiver. They I fully support them, and then they got fined $1,000. So, and then she said she had talks with her over the summer. And said, hey, what are you going to do about Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers, and of course, Aja, kind of being the face of our league, making, they're doing a lot for the league as far as their popularity and all these things. And she said, the commissioner basically said, they should be lucky they got a platform. Like, we're talking about Caitlin Clark. She should be lucky she got a platform to do all that. And she should be happy that she's making the money she's making. And then she talked about some other, so basically in a nutshell, she called out the commissioner's foolishness, which now granted, I wasn't there. I'm not sitting at the table, the conversation or not. But Napheesa Collier is not the type of personality that's just going to do what she did. It's kind of like, I tell people, sometimes people go out of character because they've reached their complete lid. Like they feel like there's nothing else they can do. I've been the nice guy or the nice person. Came after her today, and they got to clean this game up a little bit because it's just not a good look.
But yeah, no, I saw her thing because she was like, because I think Caitlin makes $60 million with her off the court deals,
something 60 like that, something like that, which is none of her.
Yeah, and so, but old girl basically was like, she needs to be glad for the platform she has, so that she can make that $60 million off the court. Because if she didn't have a platform, she wouldn't make anything. And I was like, wow.
She made millions. She made millions and millions of dollars in college. That's why she stayed.
Yeah,
but I was talking about. She didn't need a platform. Like I get it, but
it's an airhead. It's an airhead remark to make.
It's basketball.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And then basically, she also said, because the other comment that she said, I think that stood out, is she had asked her something else about the salary disparagement, and the chick was basically like, everybody should be on their knees thanking her for the viewership deal that she got the league.
Yeah.
And I was like, ma'am,
if she said it like that, and here's the thing, you look at it and you can, like I said, Napheesa Collier is not. I just don't see she would just do that if it wasn't true or some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she would bring that smoke on herself.
Right.
Well, it's a baby league. It's a baby league, and they're going through the, scrapes and bruises and bumps as a league, and you find out how to deal with that as a head coach. And I guarantee you, those head coaches had a meeting, a meeting that no one else knew about on how to deal with whomever they had to deal with in the league, and. It's just something that, a lot, because, I mean, let's be honest, they've had to do so much just to be
in existence,
professional, man. I
got you.
There's colleges that have more professionalism before they did what they had to do to get, you know what I mean? Like, that's absurd. If you want to have a professional league for people, then make it professional and do all that you can. And so, but I think it'll grow, and I think there
will definitely be better, but and we can move on. But the fact that she had to do this, Like the fact that a star player with that much, you know what I'm saying, clout, she had to literally say, I'm calling out the commish.
Right.
Like, come on now. Like, Kathy. Get it together, Kathy. Your people calling you out.
But even Kathy's, did you see her response to that?
She didn't deny that one thing. She just said, I hope we can work this out.
Yeah, she was like, I respect Napheesa and all the players, and what she said, I regret that she classified our conversations that way or something like that.
Right.
But I was like, no, ma'am, you regret that she's told it. That's what you regret.
Right.
If there's ever a time that I like applauding certain snitches, I was like, I applaud that snitching because that was that was top level snitching right there. And because she was like, she got her usher on. She was like, if I'm gonna tell it all. Oh man,
these are hilarious.
Oh Lord, we tied up. Let me get into this. All right, man. Football. I ain't even gonna go your route of the Eagles just yet, but let's talk about
it ain't good.
It ain't good. I'm not even gonna address the Dolphins won a game. I have decided to go to the Panthers and Dolphins game next weekend. I will be there. I will wear a Dolphins t-shirt. I'm not going that far else. I'm not wearing a hat and all that crazy. I'm not doing that.
But you gonna wear a t-shirt?
I'm not doing that. I will wear a t-shirt. My boy got me a ticket, so I'll be in the house. But
I mean, just enjoy the game. You know?
Yes, but shout out to Tyreek Hill, man.
Let's hope for a good game. Shout out and prayers to Tyreek Hill. Yikes.
Yeah, that was bad. That was
although I would never, you don't ever wish an injury in a dislocated kneecap. That always just sounds painful. D, like I know you probably unfortunately have seen that, but it just sounds painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and they even say because like today,
just let me tear my ligament real quick and let's get out of here.
But that's the thing. That's all of that. That's what happened.
But that's what I'm saying. But
they also said, in which I didn't realize this, they were like the reason that they like when that happens with a dislocated kneecap, they were like they immediately take the player to the hospital because there's the potential for artery damage and nerve damage.
Yeah, you got to go make sure it's not.
And I was like, Krapsky Batman.
Right.
They were like dislocated kneecap, and I was like, well, that sounds bad, but it wasn't until this morning when I was listening, and then when the article came out that was like he tore his ACL, he tore some ligaments, and then they were like, yeah, they had to rush him to the hospital because there was potential for artery damage and nerve damage. And I was like, Jesus, is he going to walk again? Like, it sounded so bad.
I'm a punk.
I remember in sixth grade, I was in sixth grade and the Raiders had played a game. It was either Monday night or over the weekend or Sunday. And one of the running backs was running the ball. Somebody he had got stopped up high, and then somebody came in and just took his leg, tried to just go hit him in his legs and take his legs out, and it bent his left leg. You could see the bones separate.
Yeah. So back to the game. Shout out to Tyreek Hill. Dolphins won. Let's stay on the injury front, though. So, did you hear anything about Lamar and his hammies?
They were going to do more tests today, but he wasn't practicing. But they were going to do some more tests today to see how it was. Harbaugh said I guess at the time that he was talking to the media or whatever this morning, they still were not sure how serious the hamstring issue was, but it was serious enough. Well, he said it was, to prevent him from returning to the game, but also at the time that he got hurt, the game was already out of control.
Oh, he did a trade, man. Oh, I'm losing. I'm hurting. I'm losing. I'm hurting. I told you about that last week. Look, the Ravens better be lucky they in there. I can't
say for certain.
Yeah. But Ravens better be lucky they in that division because 1-3, and now your quarterback is probably going to be gimpy, which it was time. Look, I love Lamar Jackson. I like the dude. I like him. He gets nicked up, man. Like, we always try to not talk about the fact that he doesn't get nicked up. There's been several seasons where he's missed time. And we don't talk about it because they've won enough games at that point, or Huntley comes in and rights the ship for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody comes in and the defense normally carries them in the run game so they can get by. And oh, by the way, they might play a Cleveland every now and then, or sorry defense in the Bengals or the Bungles. So the fact that they're in that division, you don't want to count them out.
Yeah.
But man.
Well, I mean, there's a bigger problem going on in Baltimore.
It's called defense without just offense.
Right.
Yeah, I was like,
defense, because there's no D.
There's no E or O. There's no E or
there's
O.
Nothing.
I mean, dude, you got, like, I'm tired, man. This is the third year. Like, last year, man, you could have had it. This year, there's no more excuses. Like, you guys got all the tools, all the weapons. I understand you might need some pieces on defense, but you got enough to work with. But offensively, what the hell? What's going on? What's going on, man? Like, come on already. Stop toying around with these people that you know you need to put away and beat. It makes no sense.
But that's the thing, though.
But
like that Buffalo game,
they just don't look like they. I don't know.
They don't want it.
They don't. I don't know.
Teams that want it go out and do what needs to be done. Eagles.
The Buffalo game. Go ahead, Lenise.
Buffalo.
I was gonna say the Buffalo game though with the Ravens. Offense did what they were supposed to do. Defense failed miserably, but that's been their issue. Defense been failing.
It's not a defense. It's an offense.
Who's?
Raven offense.
Yeah.
There's no defense. It's no D. There's no D.
Well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Wait. Hold up, bro.
Hold on, Raven defense. It's like the Aces right now. The Aces are playing offense. No D. They're not playing defense.
No, wait a minute. No, hold on, man. I can't let you get away with this. I can't let you run up the middle with this one like they did on Miami, like Jets did Miami. That's no defense. That's not, dog. The dude's still running. They still running run play right now. They still running. I've never seen Baltimore get done like that. Now, granted, they do need some D or whatever, but bro, why?
I mean, they look pretty abysmal. But
and if they don't have a healthy Lamar, man, it's just not. It's just that. Yeah, I'm not kicking them out because the division allowed them to be in it. But
I feel like last season the Ravens defense started out kind of bad, and then they got it together the second half of the season.
Right.
I feel like their issue this year is going to be the fact that they're actually down like 6 or 7 starters.
They got a lot of injuries
on their defense. They're down like 6 or 7 starters, and one guy that they have been talking about that was supposed to be coming back, they just announced he's not coming back. I can't remember his name though. Starts with
somebody got a neck.
But they act like when he was coming back
that he was gonna fix everything.
Yeah, like he was gonna be the savior of all the problems. He's gonna put the D back in the defense. So,
I mean, well, maybe he was the one that was. Maybe he was the leader of the defense, and they couldn't figure it out without. I don't know.
I know this. I know I'm sick and tired of seeing Miami's defense with 2 down linemen. I don't know what this cute defense is. It ain't even cute.
It's the Mike McDaniel.
It ain't even cute.
He's doing the same thing he's doing offense. You ain't see him running motion on defense. He runs motion on defense, and then you're running jet sweeps on defense to try to stop.
We got an illegal shift on defense.
Right. We bring in the safety and the linebacker on a jet sweep to try to tackle the running back who on the other side of the damn field. What are you talking about? The only reason we lost that game is because Justin Fields and that offense decided they just want to, Christmas was early this year. They wanted to gift the ball to us.
Bro.
Every other play.
Bro, listen to me.
They about to get Aaron. Bro. They about to get this man fired.
They running the ball on you, right? They gutting you already, right?
7 yards of play.
I'm talking about, bro.
Yards.
Tell me why you got a corner or a defensive back trying to set the damn edge. Man, y'all some damn fools, man. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I don't get it.
He said, "I'm sick of it." You heard that, man? He's sick of it.
I'm sick of seeing it. It's not cute. They think it's cute to look good, to line up like that.
They're
2-4-D, 2 high, whatever.
They're
these
out
look
there.
cute.
The Dolphins are like Marshawn Lynch. They out there so they don't get fined. They're just so irrelevant. It's just so irrelevant.
Well, I mean,
so
last night somebody had to win because it was the game of the was it the game of the beatings.
After next week, they won't be. Well, then they'll play the Jets again, so they'll be favored in 3 games this year.
Man, you got D ends that I don't know if they linebackers or D ends. They standing up. Man, put your hand in the dirt and defend the edge. Set the edge.
I got nothing for you, Dion. The Dolphins are, like I said, they're so irrelevant, man. And speaking of the Chiefs, man, I mean, like I said, they just needed to float and stay, do their thing. Offense look good. It makes a big difference when you got a person that actually runs a 4-4 on your team and can catch. It changes perspective real quick on where you need to guard these guys. It makes a difference with players make a difference. I kept telling, I was like, they get these guys back, they get their speed guys back. Now we're gonna see what they look like, and they still ain't got Rashid Rice yet. This dude, he comes back. He had 10 touches, 8-9 touches.
Yeah.
I was so glad to see him back.
Oh Lord, you must got him in fantasy. Look, we ain't
and do.
Okay, since we gonna go there, mine has gone down the toilet because Lamar was my QB.
You'll be fine.
That's why I did the Tom Brady thing in the beginning. I'm gonna ask people who's out there.
You know what?
You gotta stop it back up.
I got one off waivers.
The Chiefs look good, and like I said, they'll be okay. But now, just like we said, and they're gonna lose a game. We know the Chargers was gonna lose a game. But, and Lanice, in theory, you were right. They shouldn't have started Jaxson Dart against that defense. And he didn't do a lot, but apparently he did enough to win because these dudes went out there and laid an egg against
the Chargers. They did.
Yeah, but I was going to say,
the Chargers,
if you look at it, if you watch the game, it was more about, and of course, because Jaxson Dart started, they made it all about Jaxson Dart won the game. Yeah. But it was more about the Chargers losing the game than the Giants actually winning the game. The Chargers did so many uncharacteristic.
No. They did so many Charger things. That's what you want.
No. Let me finish. They did so many uncharacteristic things for what they have done this season. Even to the point of their top wide receiver, nobody was catching ball. Y'all dropping balls all over the place. What are we doing? What are we doing? So they were uncharacteristically doing things, and they made the Giants feel good about it. And they still almost came back and won. Yeah. But almost done count.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna make it all about Jaxson Dart. But let's give him the kid some credit. He survived his first start. His team won. Right? We've seen a lot of players, a lot of quarterbacks come into the league and play well and lose. So he didn't play bad. He just didn't. He ain't.
Right, he didn't set the world on fire.
Special. But my point is, he did what he was supposed to do. But when you lose your best player on offense, shout out to Neighbors.
Brian Dable.
To your point, I don't uncharacteristic. Man, you gotta win that game. That's the Giants. Come on, Chargers. You gotta win that game.
You do.
Right.
If you lost to the Broncos and or the Chiefs, we go okay, but you're still good. You lost to the Giants. I can't give you no.
Right, and you lost, and not only did you lose to the Giants, you lost to the winless Giants.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I thought Brian Dable was gonna kiss Dart. It was dude, I just cannot stand Brian Dable.
Yeah, I'm not.
He was so excited.
Did you see that? Did you see that mess? I'm bro.
Yeah, he was so excited. But here's the thing.
He looked like he can't sleep at night.
No, I don't see. My thing is, like I told you last week, I think that's this. It's almost like you kept him. You could have fired him. You kept him. I'm not saying the front offices know what they're doing, but I don't personally feel like his job is in jeopardy this year because you kept him.
There's no expectations, man.
You kept him.
So basically,
we've seen this before around the league,
and we've seen it not, and the same thing happened. Why did you keep him? You just
because you don't have anyone right now. You got
that's
to
what I'm
go
saying,
with
Pete. That's why I still think that he is on the hot seat and could get fired, regardless of what the ownership has said last season and all the things. Because the owners lie on the regular.
Yeah, I give you that.
They don't have anybody else.
But I don't think Jaxson Dart
in Chicago with Eberflus. They kept him.
Don't you bring up?
But no, I'm not done. Right now. Because again, but if you're doing dumb
bringing up the
stuff,
Dolphins front office.
If you're doing dumb stuff, you're doing dumb stuff. And the Giants have been doing dumb stuff ever since they got rid of Eli. Ever since Eli retired.
Yeah,
so it is what it is.
But
I guess what I'm saying is
Chicago did the same thing with Eberflus. They kept him. They let him draft a quarterback, and then they fired him at the end of that quarterback's rookie season. It's the same thing the Giants have done.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think Caleb Williams. I don't think they played Caleb Williams to save his job, though. They're not playing Jaxson Dart.
I think they've all fired.
But I don't think they're playing Jaxson Dart to save his job. They're playing Jaxson Dart because Russell Wilson was that bad. That's all.
Yeah, he was.
I'm not saying that. I don't think he's going to save his job. Russell Wilson was that bad. He was really that bad.
Russell Wilson was bad, but he also pulled the trigger this early to try and save his job. You're the only person I know that doesn't think he's on the hot seat. Okay?
No, I did not say he wasn't on the hot seat. I said they kept him. That's all I said.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not on the hot seat.
Because they kept him doesn't mean they won't fire him this year for still not
that, but you're doing absolutes. What I'm trying to tell you is I don't care if he gets fired or not. I don't think they played the kid to save his job. I think they played him because he's ready. They played him. They just played him.
Well, but that's the thing. They didn't play him. He did. He was clear that it was his decision. I didn't say the Giants started Jaxson Dart to save Dayball's job. I said Dayball started Jaxson Dart to save his job.
I'm just telling you that if he wins or lose, you basically just said he's probably still going to get fired. And that's basically what I'm saying. If he wins or lose, I think he's still gone. That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing. And I think the question is this. Like, do you have, number one, do they have somebody that's in place that can replace them? They probably don't. And number two, are there coaches saying, I don't want to go there?
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I don't like that organization.
Well, you're saying that, but D, you're saying that, like, you can't go, like, that's, now we're getting into this, like she said, I'm not going to try to think in the brain of the Giants front office. Obviously, for a couple of years, a handful of years, they don't know what the hell they're doing. But the bottom line is, I mean, you know, but my bottom line is you're saying who else you're going to replace. That's not a legitimate statement because we putting quarterback coaches in as freaking coaches now. You putting in anybody as a freaking coach. All the coaches in the league right now, coaches in the league has only been coaches for like less than 2 or 3 years.
And to be clear, don't get me wrong, as an Eagles fan, I think they should.
I was about to say the Eagles wouldn't care. As an Eagles fan, I wouldn't. I'd be like, y'all keep on being dysfunctional. Like,
yeah, as an Eagles fan, I think the Giants are doing great. Y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Now, speaking of dysfunctional, though, you do have a receiver on your team. As far as the Eagles go, he's fine, but. And I don't actually think the tweet was really that big a deal, AJ Brown. I really don't think
either.
The tweet was that big a deal.
But they don't have nothing else to talk about, so here we are.
I mean, but at the end of the day, though.
I mean, whose feelings did it hurt? I'm sorry.
Nobody.
But, yeah, I mean, come on. Like, the reason why I even asked or said what I said is because of what you said. Because it's like, listen, if you want to keep being inept, then do that. We know that because you and I have been in a dysfunctional family for since 2005 after Ricky left. No, I'm just saying.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, we have. So we kind of have.
I've been there a lot longer than that, but yeah,
we kind of got you. You know, it's like, what?
You're used to the abuse.
Well, I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you settle in. I get it. You settle in.
Nah, but yeah, I got you.
Run off with people, man. That's where it beans, boy.
But yeah, but to address the AJ situation, because they've made it a situation.
Yeah,
I'm just ready for us to play ball on Sunday so we can move on.
How is it a situation though?
But it's not a situation, but they've blown it up because they were like, well,
it's not a situation. Media.
And I was like, he's frustrated. I get it. Hell, I'm frustrated. He on my fantasy football team. So we frustrated together, sir. Okay. We're all frustrated. But what irks me more than anything is because on Monday, when they talked about it, like the first thing that all the pundits and talk shows were talking about was AJ Brown doesn't like Jalen Hurts and he would rather have that.
That's like TV. The whole sensationalism.
And all the things. And I was like, that, even if that tweet was directed at somebody in the organization, it wouldn't have been at Jalen. It would have been to the OC first. Because the OC's the one that's doing the play calling.
Man, I'm not about to come in your house and try to help you deal with your family squabbles or issues. Okay, I can't. I can't. I can't.
It's just kind of big.
I was like, y'all just don't start making stuff up. But I didn't think the tweet was that big of a deal. Yes, he's frustrated. But also, if you look at how these first few games have played out, except for the second half of the Rams game where we started moving AJ around to get him single coverage, he's been double covered every single, they are on him. They put an 8 in the box on Saquon and they are doubling up on AJ. Like there were a couple of plays on Sunday where Jalen was trying to force AJ the ball and I was like, hey, why are we throwing in the double coverage, sir? What are you doing?
Because he's trying to listen. I said I'm not gonna step in your house. I'm on the porch. All right, I'm on the porch.
You on the porch?
Because listen, he knows he's getting double covered. You know,
right? And and I get it. You want to get your best players the ball and get them involved because.
So then, the best way to do that is to move them around, is have them at slot, have them here, have them there.
Exactly.
Get
and that's
motion
what we
going.
did with the Rams game. But I don't even feel like I know watching the games. The new OC is calling plays and coaching not to lose.
There you go.
Versus coming out and coaching to play to win. Sir, I get it. Saquon had 2,000 and something yards last year. It was phenomenal. And as much as we would love for him to get 2,000 yards again, please note that every team we are up against is not on our watch.
Yeah,
I mean, the bottom line is y'all winning.
Yeah, we're winning, but the problems that we're having, it's easier to fix it when we're winning versus when we start losing. So I need him to figure this out.
Nah.
Sooner rather than later.
No, you don't. All you need is for that that cheap poker player looking coach that you have, that he looked like he just fresh out of casino. All you need is for him to step in there and say, hey, all of y'all check and go at the door.
That's what God, this defense is horrible.
I need you, first of all, not too much on my head coach, okay? Leave Nick alone, okay? I don't care if you like the way he looks or not. Leave Nick alone.
Moving on to the very exciting, great, yay, look at all this offense and end in a tie, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my God.
The Packers and
Green Bay had one job.
I fell asleep at the end, honestly. I was tired.
No, I was actually livid because the Packers defense was just horrible that night. They let
the Packers defense was trash.
And I guess they forgot that George Pickens can actually play. Guard this man. What do we do?
It was they were like, oh, CD's not playing.
One job. Guard George Pickens.
That's what I'm saying. Green Bay had one job and they didn't do any of them. They didn't do none of them.
The Packers couldn't stop the run. They couldn't get no pressure.
And then on top of that, they almost lost that game at the end in overtime with piss poor clock management.
No.
The way I was yelling at my TV I was like, sir, you got to spike the ball or throw the ball. What are we doing? Why are y'all walking around lollygagging like y'all got a timeout?
And there's an argument, and I didn't go back and look, but I don't know if they looked at it, but there's an argument that those cats weren't lined up on side.
They weren't.
On side.
No, they weren't. It was illegal for me.
In fact, the last that play, and I think the play before it, they were absolutely out of formation, and it should have been a
illegal formation
runoff.
It was illegal formation, correct?
Yeah, they looked a hot mess. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh God!
I think.
The Packers got away with
go that long.
They
didn't think the game was going to go that long, and they were tired. They were just like, man.
But I guess my whole thing about that game is, man, like, we knew the Cowboys defense was a little loose, but I did not expect the Packers to give up that many yards and that many points. Like, it's the one thing if you give up a bunch of yards and then you hold them to certain, boy, any team got in the red zone, they score.
Well, I mean,
right now.
But still, you gotta look like something to even be able to put up 40 points. So I mean, you got to get some credit.
But Dallas's offense, we did not question Dallas's offense coming into the season. Their quarterback was healthy, a healthy training camp. They had added George Pickens. That's not nothing to sneeze at. Like George Pickens actually, he had, he whatever attitude, whatever. This dude can play. You know what I'm saying? And then CeeDee Lamb, the tight end, was legit. The question was, were they going to have the running game? But I didn't realize they got Devontae Williams. I'm like, dude, that dude is a legit back. He out here averages 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was just more the defense. I just thought the Packers defense was going to neutralize them at crucial times in the game. And it just seemed like every time the game was on the line, Dak was pulling rabbits out the hat and scoring. And, in that second half, like, it was almost like last team with the ball kind of thing, and then it wound up being a tie. Basically, last team with the ball.
I think what you saw.
And the home clock guy should be fired. So just kind of putting that out there. I don't want you to really lose your job, sir, but I am sure Jerry Jones is looking into.
Listen,
why you would have hit that button at the end?
That's what who said
zero.
But I think Dallas said.
Adam Schefter said that. Adam Schefter was like, he said, how did the clock not run out of time in Dallas?
Right.
He was like, I don't understand how the clock didn't run out of time in Dallas. I was like, right?
Well, I think what you saw too is just Dallas saying, man, everybody's been talking smack about us. We're sick of it. Like, let's do something. And their defense, I ain't even gonna front. Their defense to be like
Dallas' offense has looked good all season. Their offense looked how it looked.
Now their defense can't really hold up against the run.
Like it looked all season.
Right, but their defense can't really hold up against the run. But the defense, they put up a fight. I mean, they really did.
They gave up 40 points, Dion. That's not putting up a fight. They didn't put up a fight. Like, if they put up a fight, I put up a fight. And I clearly did not put up a fight, okay? I did not put up a fight for that game. I was half asleep most of the game, okay? Like, I watched the first 10 minutes and fell asleep and woke up and was like, what the hell?
Man, I fell asleep on the end, man. I was like, dude, this got to be a wrap.
I woke up in the fourth quarter. I woke up like fourth quarter and was like, what is happening?
I had to keep watching because I put the Packers defense in as fantasy. I was trying to figure out how many points was coming off my number to the point where how many points I was going to need to actually win on Monday. So...
Yeah, I thought Green Bay was going to boat race Dallas. I really did.
I didn't think they were going to boat race them, but I did think they were going to win. I didn't think they were going to boat race them like that.
When I say boat race them, okay, maybe not boat race them, but I definitely thought they was going to win by double digits.
Well,
I give you that. I
definitely thought they was going to win by double digits.
I give you that.
So when I fell asleep and when I woke up in the fourth quarter and was like, wait, what?
I mean, the bottom line is the Packers... Is it, and this is always that thing, right? In the first 4 weeks of the season, right? First 4 or 5 weeks. Was that just one game? Or did somebody saw and say, hey, we just need to run the ball against the Packers? Because that's basically, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what the Cowboys did. The Cowboys ran the ball in the first half to set up the second half. And it was one of those things where you could see the you could see it happening, right? You could see it just
Yeah.
They was running, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, bam, pick. And so the Packers got some work to do, man.
But they also did a great job at making sure Michael was not so available to disrupt the game.
They double teamed Micah all night.
Well, and here's what I will tell you, Renee.
He made the game-saving tackle or the game-saving sack on Dak, so that he didn't score the touchdown.
But here's what I will tell you, Lenise. Yeah, they double teamed them. I didn't say all night, but there were a couple things they did, which made me know they knew what they were like.
Yeah,
they ran away from him early.
Correct.
Yeah, they ran away from him.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. Did you notice that Michael was on the sideline a lot?
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched. You didn't watch out. He was on the sideline like
he was.
Third play. So basically, what they were doing in these, they would run wide away from him, make him chase.
Yeah.
Then they would pass and double team him, wear him down. That third play, he was on the sideline.
Yeah, he was
wearing himself out. I think he was so amped up trying to get there. They almost used it against him by like, okay, now we're gonna run at you.
Now
we're gonna run away. Now we're gonna double team
training camp. So he's still not in game shape.
That's a good point too.
I didn't think it was hot in Texas. They had the dome. They had the dome open. It was hot in Texas.
That's exactly
what they did. Training camp, so he's still clearly not in game shape.
It's everything that both of you just said, because he's amped up. He's so amped up, but it's everything that both of you said. And I think, because why wouldn't you try to make sure he's got a rough night, dude? Don't let that guy get to us.
And that's what I said. That's what I said. They definitely.
And that was my thing, because I was like, if you don't do nothing else, Micah can't have. Everybody was like, Micah can't have a big night, because if he does, it's gonna be all bad. And although Jerry, tried to make it like it was wonderful, and to listen to Jerry, you would thought they would have won the game, like. If you didn't see the game and didn't know the score, if you had just listened to Jerry Jones after the game, you would have damn sure thought that they beat Green Bay. But because I was like, does Jerry know that that's not what happened? Like, y'all didn't win.
But my biggest concern before we move on is, even when you double team Micah, nobody else got the Dak. That's a problem moving forward. Like I thought
good point.
Their pass rush was better than what. Even with Micah in the lineup the last couple of weeks, it's not like Micah's been getting sacks after sacks after sacks, but they've been holding people, they've been pressuring people, and it's almost like is Dallas's offensive line better than what we thought? Maybe, I don't know, but I know that no other Packer on that defensive line got called that night. Not one of their names after the lineup, after they said who was playing from whatever high school they was from or college. You didn't hear any of their names the rest of the freaking game.
Yeah,
I'm being for real. Like,
and how good they are.
Them dudes were nowhere. And it was all Michael's this, Michael's that. They got three other guys on the line that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. Give Michael some help. I think he probably thought he was back in Dallas. Give me some help.
Well, that was man.
I was like, the Packers are scared me. We'll see next week. Like I said, one game, but we'll see.
Man, shoot, because I'm telling you, I would have had a running back chip the hell out of him. Really got to get them real. Yeah. I benched my man Marvin Harris, and then he ends up finding his peace of mind.
Oh, you're getting into fantasy now. We can talk.
Yeah, then he ends up finding his peace of mind and gets his hands back involved in the game and scores a touchdown. I was like,
the poor dude went to his knees and started praying.
He did.
Yeah, I thought, because I was like, is he praying or crying? Like, I was
he was praying. Like, he was praying and basically saying, "I'm still good, thank God. I'm still actually good. I'm actually still good."
Well, now we ain't sure, because sir, that was just a half a game.
I think he climbed out of it.
I think he'll be okay. I think he
climbed out of it.
Shout out to looks like Danny Dimes came back to earth just a little bit. Danny Dimes. So I'm gonna have to take his picture down now. It was good for 3 or 4 weeks. Danny Dimes.
3 or 4 weeks.
I got to take it off now. I'll replace it tomorrow.
I think they're pretty consistent though.
Look, you win a division. Let's talk. And again, we talked about Houston last week. You missed it. They gonna get somebody fired. I'm just saying.
But they won. They won,
and they won and still look bad. They gonna get somebody.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that game. I just couldn't bring myself.
But
You talking about?
you can look at the box score and see that it wasn't a great
Houston,
game.
Tennessee. It was Houston and Tennessee, so it wasn't top billing.
Now, there is one topic that nobody's talking about, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there because he is a Hurricane. He decided to be a Hurricane at the end of his career. Nobody's talking about it, and you guys know that if certain people like a Shedeur Sanders or some of these other quarterbacks would have got drafted at number 1, we would be talking about this more. Cam Ward has not looked good.
No.
And I know that might be a circumstance of his team or whatever, but I thought at least he was going to get they got decent playmakers on that team. Now, yeah. I think the offensive line, of course, is garbage. I mean, they were the number 1 pick for a reason. But what I'm saying is, that's not being talked about a lot. I'm not trying to put no smoke on Cam, but
that's the thing, though. I feel like he has gone under the radar, and it's to his benefit because you got to think about it. He was, even after the draft, he was the least number 1 draft pick we've ever talked about because everybody was so focused on what happened to Shedeur Sanders. So most people don't even know who the number, unless you're into football.
They forget. You can forget real quick.
They don't even know who the number 1 pick was for this draft class.
Lenise, I'll make a case. You can't even think of the first 5 picks in this draft because we were so focused. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know. Like any other draft, we could be like 1, 2, 3. I can't even tell you right now who was the number 2 pick. The dude from the Giants?
No, Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter wasn't number 2. He was
number 3.
He was 3. That's why I said. To your point exactly.
I believe. I
don't remember the draft.
I thought they didn't.
Nah, the Giants had the number 2 pick because we kept saying. Did
Jacksonville trade up with them?
No. Who had the 3rd pick? Who had the 3rd pick?
Because Jacksonville traded. Jacksonville traded. They did not have the number 3 pick.
Right, they traded up, but I'm trying to remember who had the 3rd pick. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't even remember because everybody.
I was correct. Travis Hunter was the 2nd overall pick. I'm not tripping. The Giants had the number 2 pick. They traded back. Jacksonville traded up.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I knew for a fact that Travis Hunter wasn't. I was like, no, Travis Hunter. I was like, y'all ain't gonna make me think I'm crazy. Travis Hunter was number 2 pick. I'm sure of that. Because everybody was tripping because when the Giants traded out of the number 2 spot, they were like, their first pick isn't going to be a quarterback then. Because everybody was like, they're either taking Shedeur Sanders or they're going to take Travis Hunter. And the Giants, when they traded out of that spot and Jacksonville traded up,
we knew they was going to take Travis Hunter once they did that.
Yeah. And so they took Travis Hunter, but the Giants did not. And I don't even think they didn't take Jaxson Dart in the 1st round.
No, they took Jaxson Dart late 1st round because they traded back up for him. They swapped. I think they took with Abdul, like whatever that 3rd or 4th pick, whatever it was. They traded back, and then they traded back up for Jaxson Dart because he was.
You're right.
There was only 2 It was 2 quarterbacks that went 1st round. It was Cam.
I'll put it up.
And that's why and then some other quarterbacks went 3rd round. Blah 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 blah. But Cam Ward, like I said, Cam Ward has definitely flown under the radar, and maybe we just giving him the benefit of the doubt that Tennessee is really not a good team. They got a rookie, first coach.
Listen, Cam Ward, all he needs is a good QB coach and a good offensive coordinator to put him in the right position. I think with the right pieces. I don't think anything's wrong with him as a QB. I think he's got a lot of talent.
I all I'm saying is, to Lanice's point, what I was saying before, we're not even talking about it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't
noise.
Like, his popularity of who is literally to his advantage, like she said.
Yeah, like nobody
that he's not on the radar. And I'm just amazed at the fact this is the guy that played at the U, was in had the stats to be a Heisman Trophy winner and got the number 1 pick, was clearly, from a talent standpoint, the best quarterback in the draft. I don't think anybody questioned the arm talent, the athleticism. I question his decision making sometimes, but I think he was just trying a bunch of stuff.
I do too.
At times.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But my point is, every other quarterback that's been drafted number 1 and started, we have been on their butt. And I'm like, hey man, I mean, hey, maybe I'm doing you a disservice by bringing it up, but whoever watches the show, if anybody, I don't know, but I just like this man is literally out there struggling, and they're not saying a word. And I'm like, well, maybe they just think Tennessee is really that bad.
I don't. I do.
One, I thought Tennessee was really that bad, so let me say that.
Me too.
I thought Tennessee was really that bad.
Offense, though,
So
man.
I wasn't expecting him to be, do amazing things, but I mean, I just looked at his stats. Look, since you brought it up, Pete, we can address it. 614 yards, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's getting his Jameis Winston on. So.
You know what?
Except for that.
Sorry, I'm bad. Here we go. Physical play. Somebody get hurt. He gonna walk over and check on her. What the hell? Call a damn foul. You gonna wait for her to fall down and then gonna call a foul. She getting bumped and tripped. Unbelievable, dude.
Oh goodness. But but the Jets are completely undisciplined.
Here's what I want to ask you.
Damn. I'm sorry.
So, out of I think Seattle, out of that division and that NFC, could possibly do something. Arizona. There's a lot of teams that are just mediocre right now.
I guess my thing is, Dion. So look, no disrespect to the Eagles, but you would probably make the point, right? They're winning, but you would love for them to look a little better, like a complete game, not just one game where the offense goes crazy, another game where they hold teams, down, or another game where they're blocking kicks and running back, interceptions or whatever. You want a complete game, and I think you can safely say that probably the team that's played the most complete is the Bills, right? So if you say the Bills and then you go Eagles because of the respect. And the fact that they're the champs and they're still undefeated, right? But after that, it's a crapshoot.
Well, yeah, but and to the point,
I mean, you can make the argument there are a lot of teams that are good, but you can also make the argument that some of the mediocre teams still got a shot. Right, it's early.
They do, right? They do. Correct.
Because even Baltimore at 1-3. If Lamar Jackson isn't,
they can win.
If Lamar Jackson isn't severely injured and missing a substantial amount of time, the Ravens can still win their division. And I don't know that I don't think they can get first place in the playoffs, the number 1 seed or number 2
seed.
They're
gonna if they
definitely wild card and win the division.
They will host at least the first round because they'll win the division.
But listen,
and they'll have to figure it out from there.
My thing is, you can call me struggle Damas, because I just see a bunch of struggle game. Okay, from the mediocre. I do, from the mediocre, because if you look at the 1 or 2, maybe even 3, take Kansas City, even though they had their themes, these teams take to the field, and within each play, if you just watch each play, there ain't a lot of sloppy ball.
No, you're right. There's a lot of teams that are playing good football. They're playing decent football. They're not sloppy. Not a lot of penalties.
Correct.
Lining up the right way. I mean, like you saw a game last night again. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out how cats are lining up offsides on offense. Dude, the ball right there.
Right.
The ball is right there.
If
you're lining up offsides on offense?
Right. My tolerance, I'm just like, dude, you don't have it. You don't have it because you don't see teams that are about that business that do it every day in practice, or whenever it's focused. I'm focused.
Right. I will say that about the Eagles, even though I feel like we haven't played a complete game yet.
Right.
We're not making boneheaded mistakes and decisions, with the exception of Jalen Carter in week 1.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
But my thing is, going into the season, all these other teams, and you're just gonna gloss over the dang on Lions. We still biting kneecaps over here now. You know what I'm saying? We still bite kneecaps. Okay, our first game we had a dud, and then the last 3 games we bite kneecaps again. So let's roll. You know,
you get on my nerves. Okay, you get on my nerves.
I'm we're literally disrespecting the Lions. They weren't injuries away from getting to the. You as an Eagles fan understands what I'm saying.
Yes.
The Lions were not 100%, and they still made it to the playoffs. They still wanted to.
But I didn't mention them. I didn't mention them as struggle games.
Okay. You're talking about struggle, but I mean, I'm just saying. Talking about
now, and I will say this: the Lions against the Packers, week 1, because they lost both coordinators, it looked a little shaky.
It looked shaky.
Week 1 looked shaky, but I was
wilding out. Look shaky. Wilding out and shaky.
Yeah, but I was gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because I was like,
you know what I'm talking about, D? Shaky.
They looked a little wildly.
You know that's my joint, man. Wilding out my joint.
I love it. I love that.
I would watch it, and Maddie's my girl. Maddie with the fatty.
Listen. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it.
Clearly, the Lions' demise had been overestimated. Okay,
Carlos and my man when Carlos
you out. That's my joint,
bro. Man. When my man Carlos and the other dude go at it when they battle.
Hey, Aces, this just in: Kelsey Mitchell can shoot.
Man,
guard the little one with the ball and the dreads.
Pete going through it. He going through it.
He gonna let her shoot. I'm like, let everybody else shoot.
You know who else going through it? Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, that whole damn division again.
I was gonna say that division has been going through it.
All right, I tell you what.
All right,
hey, I'm gonna send one of y'all a trade.
A trade of what?
A trade of what?
A trade, not a plate.
About fantasy?
Yeah.
Trade for who?
I gotta go over that.
I give you Michael Penix. He's on a bye, but you can have him.
I don't want Penix right now. I don't need Penix.
You can have him. I'll give him away. Here, take him. Like, I have some really good players that got me through this week. My strength at receiver has saved me. Because when CeeDee Lamb went down, I did not miss a beat at receiver. Yeah. My quarterback situation is horrible. So,
okay, what's the name of your team?
I got Caleb, and I got Kyler, and I got Penix, and all of them are the same.
No, I said, who are your receivers?
Oh, my receivers is CeeDee Lamb, Debo, Cortland Sutton, Devontae Adams, and Waddle.
So you got triplets. You got Caleb.
Right, they all the same.
All on the same.
I got Caleb.
Roughly the same complexion. Roughly the same type of play. Roughly the same inconsistency.
Oh man,
roughly on teams that looks the same. Think about it. All their teams look the same. They could be good, but they just ain't good enough.
Struggle.
The Atlanta Falcons could be good, but ain't good enough. The Cardinals could be good.
Struggle football.
Struggle ball. Struggle football.
Could be good. The Bears could be good.
That's my point. That's my whole point.
I wish I could just mold them and squish them all into one. Maybe I could call it healthy Lamar Jackson. I could just take all three of them and smush them into Lamar Jackson.
Not into Lamar Jackson.
Or take them as Lego pieces and put them together and make a Josh Allen. Don't work like that. Man, I'm getting out of here, man.
You get on my nerves.
That's so shaky. It's a shaky.
It's shaky.
You. Oh.